Hello and welcome to another episode of GreenZone, Ireland's favorite American football podcast.
Yeah.
As always, I am your host, Chris. I'm joined by a man that legends say he was too beautiful for the pictures. We think he's just beautiful enough. It's Dave McLaughlin.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go back to that guy then. If I could.
And we've been GreenZone. And down in the row on her own this week is Chrissie, behind the lens McKee, photographer extraordinaire. Every single damn sport in this country caught on her lens. How are we going, guys?
I might use that as a tagline now.
Where are you going to put it? Like on a jumper or something every time you go shooting? It's just this really long quote.
I'll do an O and I'll get a high vis and just on the back says behind the lens.
BTL. It's like a sandwich, but different.
I like my BLTs, BTLs.
But yes, if you are new here, give us a subscribe, give us a something. Just subscribe. It makes me feel better about myself. It makes Dave feel better about himself. It makes Chrissie feel better about herself.
You don't even have to smash it. Just fucking
just give it a wee tickle. Tickle.
I lasted a minute and 56 seconds without swearing.
Yeah,
it was so needless as well. Well,
yeah, off camera before the show started, we decided that we were going to swear less. And no, I don't think it's going to be a thing.
No, it's just
professional podcast for professional.
I just don't have the vocabulary to express my emotions well enough without saying fuck.
Dropping the F-bomb buys you like a good 4 or 5 seconds during a sentence.
Yeah, it's just when a YouTuber says smash the subscribe button, I'm just like, fuck yeah. Bam.
Get it done. Ring the fucking bell.
Nice that.
We are the least intimidating people. None of them.
Don't tell the truth.
Don't tell them to find out. I mean, muscles, protein. You got whey. You got whey. Yeah, got whey.
Got migraine patches.
So, SexyBowl. That's a thing now. Yes. What started off as essentially a bit of a joke on last week's show with Owen, where we just we'll rank the teams, the best, the worst. But that wasn't enough for you. That wasn't enough. You needed a winner. And the only way to make it fair, we went from a tier ranked system to a wild card round where 5 wild cards were added to the finalists, where we had a round of 16. We are now on to the quarterfinals, which we're now at a 7:45, so come 10 o'clock that'll end. What are we sitting at now? Like total votes logged for the entirety of the SexyBowl. It's like something. It was like 5,500 this morning. So whatever's on there today, like we're probably talking 7,000 or 8,000 votes for who's got the prettiest dress. We brainstorm like how we're going to get good content, how we're going to cover matches, how we're going to give back to the league. Nah, vanity is what you want, and we will give it.
I'm all for it. I think it's great. Like, there's so many other people who I forget who it was. Like, when you talk to someone on Instagram, like it is Chris, like 99% of the time. But someone said, like, I'm way too invested in it. Was it Beckett?
It was Beckett.
Was it Beckett?
Yeah, it was
Beckett. Beckett was given out. And yes, that's the thing, right? Just on this. So there was a random bracket generator, which put all the teams in the different brackets and the playthrough. And yes, that ended up with Trojans away versus Trojans home in the quarterfinal. And see the amount of shit I got for like people giving off the Trojans essentially get a bye week to get into the semifinals. and also from the Trojans giving up.
What's this bullshit? We can have two
What's
trips?
this? What's going on? So we've got multiple
I saw
people
that.
on both sides being like, "What's going on here?" And they're like, I didn't fucking make it."
I know, yeah, because like Owen was saying, like, or was it Owen or was it someone else was saying like about how it's unfair because the Trojans are automatically going to have a kit in the quarterfinal or the semifinal. And it's like, yeah, but they could have had two. Like they could have won. They could have won both. But
yeah, this was the same guy that during the brainstorming for before the wild card round, that it was going to end up with there was 18, and we had Panthers playing Panthers in like the first round of like the first version of it, and he was like, "No, that's so unfair. That's so unfair."
I didn't use my veto power to have them voted out.
Was it not the same with the UCD ones as well, where he was like, "Oh, UCD are just going to have 3 kits," and it's like, "Yeah, well, UCD are losing 2 of the 3 votes, so they're not."
Yeah,
they pulled that third one back. They did pull that third one back. That was actually, it was closely fought between them and the Rebels. But like, what was I going to say? It's crazy, like the amount that people have got behind this. Like it is absolutely mental. But it's a bit of crack in the off season. Like what some people might not know is we're all, of course, admin of the GreenZone Instagram, so we have visibility of who's voting for what and who's voting for this, that, and the other. Have you looked at the Trojans poll?
No,
actually, no, I haven't, because
you should look at this. So
it's been so one-sided.
It has until it wasn't one-sided, and the Trojans.
Oh wait, yes, I've heard about this actually.
The way it stands, you've got teams are vying for semi-final positions, and you've got the Trojans home versus Trojan away, and Trojan home like completely dominated the poll until Trojans away started like building up and up and up and up and up. So I went in and said, like, who's voting for this? So there's a load of UCD ones. There's a load of Panthers ones being like, right, the away kit's not as nice as the home kit. We're going to fucking collude here to like tactical vote the Trojans away kit into the semifinals.
Yeah, there's a fair few Razorbacks and Panthers.
There's Vikings as well, but they're all like from the same block of like players and teams that are clearly like messaging each other. Like, don't let the fucking Trojans get the home kit.
Not again.
Dangerous. It's dangerous.
Yeah, but then but it's 166 votes to 37. So
yeah,
that's done.
It is. But the most contested one at the moment's the Hogs and the Vikings.
Oh yeah. As we speak, one vote separates it. It's nuts. It is absolutely nuts. Like I never thought it would go from us having a bit of a giggle last week to me sitting here and on my desk is the official GreenZone SexyBowl 2023 trophy. Focus.
Nope.
Focus. I spent too long on this.
I focused earlier, really quickly.
Still no.
Put it on the other side.
Probably focused. Probably focused on the hair that was on the trophy. Focused on the hair that was on the trophy first.
Bring it back a touch.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yes, the official GreenZone SexyBowl trophy will be making its way to the winner, which will be announced no later, hopefully, than 10 o'clock on Friday. So please stay tuned to our socials.
And we're not colluding because it's a public vote. Please let it be one of the Belfast teams. That's so much handier. I'm only joking. Whoever wins it.
Yeah, but like
no colluding.
And we can't turn around and say we don't want Limerick to win because they're far away. But we kind of owe them at this point. We owe them a bit of love.
Yeah, make a little post where it's like
I will do this amazing graphic. Congratulations on the Vikings.
So that's good shit. But they're in jeopardy. They're losing by a vote currently.
Yeah. So. Chrissie, how is that graphic coming along?
It's got an idea. It's got a different idea to the original one because the original one was just far too complicated for my skills. So it'll be different, but still hopefully good. She says very hopefully.
Vikings, you will get
you will get it the week of your first game. Just as a reminder of what you did last year.
No later than the week of your first game. Possibly later, but no later.
Brain's on holiday mode, so I don't have anything planned. Like I was sitting trying to cram all the rugby stuff I have to make for the following week while I'm away, so I don't get pestered.
There was one
Just
day
send back a picture of a pint. Hello.
I think it was the day after last week's podcast. I was like, what creative thing could we do? Because we haven't done it for so long, they require something big. And I was like, I wonder, could you get in contact with someone with the Vikings, like Minnesota Vikings? Get like TJ Hawkinson or Justin Jefferson or Kirk Cousins to do a cameo.
Double down.
Yeah. I always feel like, congratulations on your D1 bowl game against the Mavericks. Don't know why they can't say the word Mavericks, but
gave the Dundalk Horny Boys as a Arnold would call them.
Kirk Cousins wouldn't say that. He's a good Christian lad.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
He is currently checking Cameo now.
They wouldn't be on Cameo. They wouldn't be on Cameo. It would be like you would have to reach out to one of the communicators. But if we're that'd be so funny.
I was genuinely going to go and pay for Scott Hansen from GreenZone to do a bit for the SexyBowl, saying that this has just spiraled completely out of control. That shit's expensive. That shit is expensive.
I have found some of them.
What, Justin Jefferson?
No, but there's other Vikings players. The most expensive so far is £75.
It's like 200 quid for a 30-second video.
Aye, but how delayed has this post been? Do you know what I'm saying?
They're not worth that much money. They're not worth that much money.
Oh, lads, UL Vikings, like, I'm trying my best here, you know.
I'll fucking money bags McLaughlin over here.
I showed you my bank account last week.
It goes down to Dublin on the GreenZone account up here. Oh, I'm going to invite a few celebrities.
I can't spend any money for 2 more weeks.
Okay. Fenn and the guys, sorry.
Yeah, we love you, really.
But no, with Chris Hansen, is it? No, wait.
Is it Chris no, that's a different.
He's the Predator one.
Get Chris Hansen. Get Chris Hansen.
How are they not related? On a completely unrelated note, how are those two men not related?
But by that logic, the 3 kids from Hansen, you know, the Mbop people, from the 90s, should in theory be part of that family.
No. It's not just because of the name. They talk the exact same and they look identical. Just one's a wee bit older than the other, or a fair bit older. I'm not sure the age difference. But they are. Why can I not remember your guy's first name?
Scott Hansen.
Scott Hansen. I kept thinking Chris. I was like, Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen.
That word.
Yeah.
You know why? Because you've been thinking so much of Jimmy Savile. That's why.
Literally, Predators on the mind, Predators on the brain.
Predators on the brain. There's a Cameo account that is just Kirk Cousins double.
Unreal.
180 quid or something. 6 quid.
£27. £27.
Just to check, I googled, is Chris Hansen related to Scott Hansen? And this is what I found, Dave. Scott Hansen is not related to Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen, who is on Dateline NBC, is involved catching potential internet sex predators. Scott Hansen talks about sport.
What's that gonna? prove they're not related.
Their surnames are spelled differently.
But man, look at a picture of them two at the same age, and they're the same person. There's a glitch in the matrix with those two. Somebody's messed up. They are identical, and they speak at the exact same tone. Do you know?
Right.
That's an awful picture.
On that note,
look. How are they not related? that RedZone guy.
Yeah.
I'll give you it. I'll give you
that.
And they talk the same.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's a conspiracy.
Is this like when I said Dan Campbell was Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Because he's bald.
So yeah, SexyBowl, amazing, unreal, absolutely fantastic. Who's currently leading? Let me check my phone. We've 2 hours of voting left, which is great because this podcast will come out after 10 and people are like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I have it here.
Let's be honest, we'll still be recording at 10.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, probably.
You know, I got excited there because the Trojans tagged us in a post, but it had nothing to do with the anthracite kids.
With us.
We're not advertising that post no more.
Yeah, I don't think they appreciated that actually. There's not even a wee cheeky like or a reshare.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's close now. We have Panthers leading the Wolfhounds by 3 votes.
See, before you move on, I never even realized Finn Kearns has a dummy gum shield in that picture.
Does he?
Like it's like a pacifier.
Outstanding.
That's phenomenal.
No,
that's outstanding.
Looks stupid.
Oh, there's been a change. We have Vikings and Razorbacks level pegging, exactly 50%.
Oh, that is wonderful. David Lynch with the clutch vote.
Yep. Trojans are winning.
The Belfast Trojans home kit is in the semi-final.
Yeah, it's confirmed in the semi-final. And yeah, so we've got UCD. Panthers can still catch them. You know, there's only 20. No, that's 30. Nah, they're untouchable.
Yeah, they're
actually
done.
In fairness, like we haven't got that influx we did yesterday, so you know there's still like 200 odd that we normally get after that.
Mm-hmm. It's those other two that are interesting.
Yes, go vote for your team. Vote for your team, or someone else's team. Just vote.
Yeah, because technically, aren't we all Wolfhounds at heart?
No.
You see, here, no. This is gonna be a bit of a hot take. It's gonna be a hot take, because I don't think the Wolfhounds should have made it through to the public vote.
I do like the white one, but I think there is like the Rebels home kit not getting it this far is a shock to me because that's probably in my book the number one.
But, yeah.
The Wolfhounds kits are nice, but the Wolfhounds aren't going to be looking at half the people that vote for this thing, so they shouldn't be included in the league vote. Yeah,
but it's kind of like I always thought the point of the SexyBowl was like teams to face off against each other, but who looks better? Whereas the Wolfhounds is kind of like, I know we're getting way into the fucking like metadata, like theory crafting,
the politics of the SexyBowl,
which up until earlier this week I didn't think was a big deal.
If we were allowed, talk to Wolfhounds players, in the lead up of, all that stuff during the summer, might have a bit more of a favorable look on them. But no, assholes.
I think they should be in it purely because they're an AFI branded kit, and why not? But it's like
by that logic, so are whatchamacallum, the fucking the bees, the charity
Hornets?
bees
Oh, the
team.
Hornets? The
Sorry.
Hornets?
They didn't really. Did that really happen though?
It did.
Like, did they
No, but the
officially?
match, the
Honey Bowl was
match is still going ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not as the Hornets. Did that not all stop? Or am I getting that wrong?
I think it
know
is
there was
the
a
Hornets,
scrimmage.
but it's not the Hornets.
There was the scrimmage
It's
there.
the
up
Hornets.
in-
No, there was a scrimmage, but it's meant to be like a quote unquote like all-star game, is it not, or something?
I thought that all went in the bin.
And
did it
by
not?
all.
Yeah, it did because
No fucking clue.
yeah, like they tried to do
Um,
something nice and it fell apart. Unfortunately,
I mean, again, I wouldn't have cared if the Hornets one was in. That's fine. But yeah, possibly. But are they like AFI branded? Like, is that an AFI thing, or is that just a charity set up by people who play in the league?
yeah, it's an AFI
I was going to
adjacent.
say,
Yeah.
well, it fell apart, so it's got something to do with the AF.
No, stop shitting on the charity. We're trying to fucking
Why not the charity thing
let's
shit
do
the
that.
AFI?
It's just more. We're like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't
families
gonna
of
happen.
suicide and stuff like that. And you're all like, "Oh, the fucking fell apart." It's like, it's a
To go on
terrible
a
thing.
positive. To go on a positive note.
No, I didn't say that about the charity itself. The charity
Listen,
thing.
if
I was
Australia
saying
can
it
be
about
in the
AFI.
Eurovision, the Hornets can be in the Sexy
If
Bowl.
Israel can be.
Yeah, well, okay. The more the merrier. Yeah, I don't
If
mind.
Cameroon can be in the
But the scrimmage, the scrimmage and everything looked good from what I could see from the pictures. It would have been good to be there.
Yeah.
Why couldn't I go? I can't remember what I did last Sunday, but there was something.
Yeah,
would've
you
went if I
were
didn't go.
being boyfriend extraordinaire.
That was it. Yeah,
You can
I
have
had
Sunday
to.
night off.
It's not a very good excuse to miss a scrimmage, to be fair. But yes, that is exactly why.
Yeah, I
Makes
was doing the same
things
thing. It's like,
easier
I'll
for
clean
you
the
in the
house,
long
I'll clean the
run.
kitchen, I'll do everything.
Yeah, just to watch the Steelers get beat in a
Yes.
simple fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which brings us nicely onto week 1. What the fuck happened? Why did everyone decide that like to play
To be
completely
shit?
differently like they did last season?
Yeah,
Why? It's like I appreciate that like there's a script that gets given out, but clearly it's been affected by the writer's strike that's going on. Like just what is shite happened? You know, we have the Chiefs losing to the Lions. We have the Bengals fucking
Getting
imploding.
annihilated.
Just
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I
Dallas
would say
winning and shutting
the
out the
Niners
Giants.
fucking beating the Steelers.
Well, someone did pick that, to be fair.
Oh, you did.
Although we
Someone
finished
picked,
like all on the same score.
someone picked the Raiders over the Broncos.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
pick.
Yes.
See, there was I like that there was a lot of close games, like the Saints. Saints
see.
and where's my list? Saints and oh my goodness, where is it? Saints and Tennessee was 1 point. Like
Yeah.
that's good. That's good stuff to watch on week 1.
There were
And then
5 games.
all the
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's good that you've got on one side of the spectrum matches that were won by 1 point, and then the likes of the Bengals and the Chiefs just completely falling apart.
It was just fucking the AFI season. So,
But
yeah, what I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted by Chrissie was that there were 5 games last weekend that were decided with 2 points or less. At this level, that is absolutely nuts.
I actually, because I was talking to my brother during it as well. I actually thought it was a very like uneventful red zone period. I thought the games weren't
Yeah.
amazing. They were close, but there
the
wasn't.
late games were better.
The later games were better than the 6 o'clock ones, and maybe that's just because I was numb due to the Steelers getting embarrassed. But like, there's just like a lack of quality or something. Like the best game was Miami and Chargers.
Oh, it was
that
electric.
was unbelievable.
It was so good.
It was so good.
Oh, you're not gonna give me that pun.
What'd you say?
It was electric.
Chargers. But having Jalen Waddle and Tariq Hill is like playing FIFA with the sliders all the way up on your speed. Oh my god, it's a cheat code. I would say Madden, but I don't know if Madden has sliders the same. FIFA has these mad sliders where people fly all over the place. They're just insane. And Tariq Hill wants to get like 2,000 receiving yards this year. And if it was anybody else,
5 minutes.
Yeah, but this is what I don't understand. People talk about Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, but like Tariq Hill is an absolute animal. The guy's like 5'8" or 9", and he leaps higher than some tight ends. It's unbelievable. Like, he is a freak of nature.
He's the fastest receiver in the league. He's also I looked into it. Actually, not me. My buddy that was watching Red Zone with was saying like he's not really in the American football. He kind of just would watch it, enjoy sport kind of thing. And he was watching him and it's like, Jesus Christ, that guy's quick. So of course he's a runner. He goes out and starts googling him. Apparently, he's broke a 10-second 100-meter. So he's like the top 200 100-meter sprinters on the planet.
Which is bizarre because normally like those sprinters are really tall. Like lanky, but he's not very tall. But he's like Yoda. He's like real life Yoda. Did you ever watch Attack of the Clones when Yoda fights Dooku? That's Ty Hill.
Yes.
Tariq Hill. He's because he jumps so high and he's so quick. He's Yoda. He uses the Force. He has a green lightsaber.
I don't think Tyreek Hill being compared to a shriveled green midget alien.
Oh, well, come on. Who doesn't want to be compared to it? That's a compliment and a half. I mean, Yoda's the best from the Star Wars series, in my opinion.
Tyreek, if you're watching, reach out and tell us.
Just clip this for the clips I was talking about earlier.
Yeah. Also, I just want to do a quick shout out, if that's okay. To at Jordan Limits on Instagram. He I'm assuming it's a he. Made fun of our Green Bay predictions. And then 4 days ago he told us, I basically said, Green Bay all day, it's gonna be good. And he told me 4 days ago that he'll come back in a day, and then laughed at us, and he's never come back. And I just want to reach out and make sure you're okay, Jordan Limits, because we miss you. We're still waiting for you to come back and tell us how good the Bears did.
Coming on to my next point, I messaged it in our fantasy group chat. No one responded, so they all agree with me. Obviously, Justin Fields is overrated as frick.
100%. He's done nothing.
So overrated. He does.
He's
he
done
has
absolutely nothing.
Highlight clips. He gets a couple of highlight clips of him running for 30 yards and then does nothing. And I get that the Bears have a rubbish team overall, but everyone's looking at him being like, he could be the next MVP. Like, if you put Patrick Mahomes in that Bears team, they would be a far better team. Team. If you put Jared Goff in that Bears team, I think it's a better team. Justin Fields just can run, but the guy can't quarterback. Like, people compare him to Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is levels above.
He's a less talented Lamar Jackson. He's a less talented Lamar Jackson.
He could even be quicker than Lamar Jackson, but that is their entire offense. And he doesn't have the excuse now that he doesn't have weapons because they got DJ Moore. And your guy Mooney has been playing decent for them. Chase Claypool is rubbish, and they wasted a second-round pick. Thanks again, Bears, for that. As a Steelers fan, we basically got a first-round pick for a player that doesn't make catches.
Yeah, well, like it's rare because normally the Steelers' mantra is bring in a wide receiver, make him great, and then pass him on so he has a successful career elsewhere.
Yeah, but we like the thing about the Steelers is I'm really passionate, so I'm gonna butt the fuck in. We know when a receiver's done. Look at Antonio Brown. The guy was an all-pro, and we traded him to the Raiders for a 4th round and a 6th round, and people are like, what the fuck? The guy never even played for the Raiders. He got kicked off before the start of the season, then went to I think it was the Patriots or something. Well,
he went to Patriots and then Tampa.
Tampa, yeah. So like Steelers know when a receiver's done. Put it that way.
I'd laugh.
Did he ever get arrested?
I'd laugh if they brought him back.
Yeah. He did. He popped up on Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter, or Twax, intertweets.
Twix. No.
So yeah, he to say that he hopes to like reunite with the Steelers, and they're just like no. It's like, and there's some bullshit articles come out around now. Like I saw an article earlier being like, no, the Jets aren't interested in signing Tom Brady. I was like, I don't think fucking Tom Brady's interested in signing with the Jets.
He might be. It's Tom Brady, the guy. I don't think he would be. I wouldn't be shocked.
I feel bad for the Jets. Like all this hype of getting Rodgers, all that you saw all the credit he was getting by other players, and you're sitting like, fuck, that's his season and/or career over. In how many steps?
Old man's fucked. 4.
Oh yeah.
It's
it's that video I sent you in where you see it pop.
Pop goes the weasel.
I was like,
yeah. Shake that bottle and make it. No, it's so Jets. It's the most Jets thing I've ever seen. And I couldn't sleep, and I had no plans on watching it, and I was like, fuck it, I'll put it on. And the 4 plays that Aaron Rodgers was on, the O-line were awful. All 4 plays, they were terrible. And that last one, like I put up a tweet of Louis Van Gaal when he does the dive, was literally Dwayne Brown at left tackle trying to chop block what's his face from the Bills. What do you call him? Can't remember. They're D end, and like if someone in the AFI did that chop block attempt, they would be ripped to shreds because he just kind of falls over.
Front row on the main page.
Yeah, like he just falls over, and then your man's like, "Okay, I'm going to go through."
No,
go ahead.
Wilson,
do you think Zach Wilson paid the O-line off to be like, right, just be shut for him, and then they'll get me in?
But this is the weird thing, because after that, I don't think there was many issues after that when Zach Wilson came in, and the only thing I can really think of is that Aaron Rodgers has his own wee cadence, his own wee things of working. And the O-line over preseason didn't really get an off. Yeah, they didn't get an awful lot of time in game with him. And then in the training, the Jets are like, do not touch our 40-year-old quarterback for the love of Christ. We will cut you so fast. And because Rodgers has his own wee things, and that's what it looked like. The O-line just were confused as to what to do. And then when Zach Wilson came in, it was fine. There was no big issue. So it's strange.
Like he got fucked 3 times on the bounce and stood up and his leg was gone.
Yeah. Like, well, I think the last hit was the one where he just, I don't know how it managed to, if his foot got stuck on the ground or what, but pop is
the absolute.
From what I've seen. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the absolute shithousery that's come out as a result of it. This was one that I saw that absolutely crinkled me. Has anyone seen this yet? Aaron Rodgers' full 2023 season highlights.
Oh no! I think I have. Is this where he runs out with the American flag?
Yeah. Come out of the tunnel. So this is his full 2023 season highlights. Here it goes.
Man, like the franchise is on his shoulders
like,
here.
Look at how crazy everyone's going.
This is the beginning of a Super Bowl run. It doesn't even do like the end; it just finishes. But but I've seen the rumor have come up again. It's never going to happen. Of Colin Kaepernick's agent has reached out to the Jets and said, "Hey, I've got a quarterback. He's ready to go.
Oh,
He hasn't played since 2016." Like,
but that's his thing. Then they'd get him. Then he'd be crap. Then he'd make himself into a martyr and tarnish whatever reputation the Jets still have in the search of his martyrdom.
yeah, like the thing is, Colin Kaepernick was a good quarterback and he should have been picked up that year after. But once he wasn't playing for a year, like, why would a team risk it? There's no point.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Because he was already like 34, I think, or 32, 31. So, like, what's the point? But yeah, Jets. Although, in saying that, the Jets still beat one of the better teams in the NFL with Zach Wilson.
They did.
And their defense got 20 points, which I didn't need because I was hammering Chris anyway. But and the Giants got -1. I think it was what they got in the end.
Okay, Tyler Bass, he kicked well. He did kick well.
He actually did.
12 points.
He was kicking because I think nearly all their scores were field goals. I was like, what is the calculation for field goal points again? If I go in here and Tyler Bass has 30 fucking points, I'll be so mad.
It would have been so good. It would have been so fucking good.
Yeah, I can't deny. Like, if I got beat by a kicker and nothing else, like, how can you be mad at something like that?
I just got so unlucky. So fucking unlucky.
Oh, we all did.
I did deserve it.
Because Chris, you at least on the predictions, at least Chris, you got 8 right. Me and Dave both got 7.
That's
16 games. 16 games.
That's so bad.
16 fucking games.
Yep.
We're supposed to know what they were fucking talking about. 16
We
games.
are the St. Louis Rams under Eric Fisher. Not Eric Fisher.
That is a niche ass reference.
What do you call him? No, it's not Eric Fisher. Okay, he's a lineman. This isn't a niche reference. This is a known reference. Because the guy every year always got like 7-9 or 8-8 or whatever, when it was only 16 games a season. What's his name? Fisher. Jeff Fisher. We are Jeff Fisher of the formerly known St. Louis Rams.
Mike.
Oh dear. Well, hopefully we'll have a bit more luck this week, seeing that we've seen what teams can actually do when they're playing. You know, it's not the pre-season games.
Disgusted.
It's the same in every sport. The first week is weird. Like the Bengals, the Steelers beat the Bengals week 1.
Yeah.
And the Steelers last year was worse than what they are now. Yes, we got hammered by the 49ers, but the 49ers
are probably the best team in football at the moment.
Yeah, they haven't been beaten in a regular game since week 7. Brock Purdy is the guy. And I know I said last week, like, he's a bust, but that was literally just trying to get the Steelers. He's the guy. He's the best. Yeah, no, I genuinely am a big Brock Purdy guy. I would get his jersey because he's such a wee hero, you know, Mr. Irrelevant. Last pick in the draft, the loser of the draft.
Brock Purdy.
Awesome.
Doing the dirty.
Fucking bastard. I thought you were going to say, it's like, you this wee rhyme.
Absolute bastard. Yeah, like, I mean, I thought the Steelers had moments where you were like, oh, something can happen here. I don't think Pickens was utilized as much as he should have been.
No.
I think that's more of a coaching decision, maybe.
I just expected them to do more than the first, like, one out in the first, like, getting a 4 and out. You're sitting there, it's like, oh, this isn't going well. I waited to put all the taunty stuff in the group chat. I wanted to, as soon as that first snap went, I just wanted to go like, I'm winning. I'm so winning this.
But it's the same as last year, because there was a stat in the second half, or maybe, I think it was the second half. Like, Kenny Pickett made 12 out of 20 passes for like 60 8 yards or something. And it's like what are these plays? Like it's almost like they don't trust him to break it out. Like with Roethlisberger's with the offense when he was quarterback, he used to sling it all the time, and he used to have about 50 pass attempts. Najee Harris isn't the rookie Najee Harris. He's been struggling recently in the last couple of years. But Kenny Pickett, like in preseason, you can see that the guy can make big chunk plays. But I don't know. Like I suppose he had like 3 interceptions really early on. But in that game, you're getting beat so early. Just go for it. Get beat by 40. Who gives a shit? Like it's not like points differential really matters in American football. Like let the guy throw it. And if he threw 6 interceptions in his first game, whatever. Like look at Peyton Manning. The guy used to throw interceptions for fun for the first few years of his career. So just let the guy sling it and just give him the confidence that you think he can. But 12 completed passes for 60 yards. What is that like? Quick math. Oh my god, what is that?
5.
Like 5 yards. 5 yards per pass.
I thought you were.
I don't know why. It's like 3. It's something 3. It's like it's not fucking 3. Yeah, like 5 yards a pass. Like that's how do you have so many short passes in your playbook for that?
Yeah.
So it wasn't good enough in that sense.
But no, it was mean, and it's just disappointing. So it is, and week 1 you can't do anything off week 1. Week 1 doesn't count. It's like the preseason, and no week will count until the Steelers win, and they're like, we're going to Super Bowl.
I can't wait for your New York Times or whatever it was algorithm to how the Steelers can get to the playoffs when they're 2-7
like,
or 2-6.
the fucking Jets couldn't just go out and
fucking
everything mathematically. It was something stupid like 800 to 1.
9-6. What was it?
Yeah, there was like 800 to 1 the odds of everything that I put down panning out, and everything that I put down panning out.
It just kept going. You're like,
the 1.
oh shit, what?
It's like I started believing my own bullshit.
Did you guys see the story on social media of a bar was saying that there was going to be free drinks if the Jets lose, and people were running up their tabs, and they're like, "Oh no, you have to pay it all back, bitches."
That bar is like, oh yes, oh yes.
That bar is like, oh yes, but all the people that were there are never going back.
It's like for that bar, because I know it was like a Green Bay Packer bar. It was like Rodgers got injured, Jets still won, and we get all this money. Could it have been gone any better?
Yeah, well, it's the fact that they the fucking like those fans for one night got to really experience the New York Jets fan treatment. They go out, they're like, oh yeah, drinks are for free. Jets are losing. Come on, Jets. Let's lose this. Let's lose this. Let's lose this. And then the fucking disappointed.
But like it was so deflated. There's so many videos online of Jets fans. Yes, they won, but like they're just like, it's insane. Like, will we never see Aaron Rodgers actually play for the Jets? Like, I think he comes back next year and he's comeback player of the year. Like, I don't think Aaron Rodgers would be happy just going out this way. Because he's going to get $42 million. He's going to get $42 million for those 4 plays if he retires.
Yeah.
What?
That's insane.
I think he comes back. I think he gives it one more go.
Yeah.
But then he'll be shit because he'll be out for so long. And he's 40. He's in his 40s.
He's not. He's only 39. He's only 39.
But he will be in his 40s.
He'll be on whatever kind of cocktail drugs he can get that are natural.
No, he'll be in a sensory deprivation tank until his ankle comes to its senses.
Why do you want to be apart from me? Says his ankle to his Achilles.
Achilles.
Yes.
Ties in a magical knot.
But yes, in other news, I know Aaron Rodgers is the big thing. But can we just take a moment to appreciate the absolute giant testicles that Sean Payton possesses.
What did he do again? Because I know they got beat.
They might have got beat.
I was gonna say.
Oh, yes.
Here's how you open a fucking game.
Yes.
Boom, onside kick, week 1, and away you go. And they so nearly fucking got it.
But
I want to
so
know what
nearly
he
fucking
said to
got
that player. I want to know what he said to that player after, to be like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, because I think they could have got it if that guy doesn't touch it. But do you know the history of that?
He touched it like a half yard too early. It was just his timing on it. He was out too quick.
Just before the line.
Do you know the history of that? Like, Sean Payton has done that before.
Has he?
No.
And if you think that's balls or that's big balls, he did that shit in the second half of the Super Bowl between the New Orleans Saints and
I remember, yes.
who were they playing? The Bears. And this was the year of Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans, or the year after Hurricane Katrina. He done an onside kick in the second half and he got it. Fucking class.
Not only did he get it, we have it.
Well, it wasn't that long ago. Fuck's sake, it was 2009, not 1912.
This way. I want to go this way.
Is it?
I want to go this way. A lot of teams.
Are we going to get copyrighted for this?
More likely, but we don't.
Probably not.
We don't. We're not monetized, so yeah.
Oh, it was the Colts, not the Bears. It's Colts. Of course, it wouldn't have been Bears. Actually, I'm stupid.
They were lucky to get that.
It didn't even look like it went far enough, but I suppose the Colts guy got it first.
Yeah.
We got it. We got it.
And stop showing
Fucking awesome. So
picture in picture now. Like, got this all lined up.
Ooh.
We're up in the production
finally figured this out.
But yeah, so that leads last week's games complete bust. So I'm on 8.
Yep.
Chrissy wants to make a graphic that says Chris.
Me
is
and
the
Dave
best.
are on 7.
Yeah. So it's close to
shit.
that. It is. It's so shit. Hence the title of the show. We don't know shit
We don't know shit
about football.
It'll improve. It'll improve.
It will.
Now that we know the crack.
It has to.
Yeah, it can really not go much worse than that.
No, it
I
can't.
feel like it'd be more difficult to pick all the losers.
Yeah.
But that's the same as picking all the winners.
Yeah. True.
If it was intentional.
See you and your
It wouldn't
logic. Shush.
Me and my fucking logic. Right, which brings us nicely. It brings us nicely on to predictions at
We're actually
only
on schedule.
8 minutes behind schedule, which is
No,
good for
it's
us.
3 minutes. We said 45.
No, we said 40.
I was there for it.
Did we say
Yeah.
40? I thought we said 45.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking we're on time. This is great. For those of you who are wondering where the extra hour and a half of the show is, we were on time this week. Yeah.
Pay us. You want
Yeah,
another hour and a half? Pay us.
You want a 2-hour show of us talking shit? Fucking
Become a
subscribe
member.
to our
All
OnlyFans or Patreon or whatever it is. Ring that bell. Y'all
Ding.
double check your subscriptions. You like your subscriptions, don't you?
You love it.
Anyway, where's the fucking do the thing button? Why, as the old guy, am I the one in charge of this?
Just while this is going on, the Panthers are now up by 4 votes on the Wolfhounds.
Oh, this is your live, not live update.
Yeah. The Vikings are up by 2 on the Razorbacks. The Trojans home is up 130 on the Trojans away.
It's close.
And then UCD and Panthers, for some reason, has only gained a vote since the last time, even though the other ones have gained more. But yeah, so we've a few more definite differentials, but there's still loads of time. I'd say this like I'm live. Get clicking, but literally by the time this
by the time this goes out, it's already happened. So you missed your
Yeah.
chance. Fucking get on our Instagram tomorrow morning around, I don't fucking know, like 9 or some shit. I'll put it up. I'm so professional.
It'll be up when it's up, all right.
It's up when it's up,
You'll
all right,
just-
but it's
You'll
down to
see the
10.
wee circle.
It's down to
You'll-
10.
You'll see the wee circle, and you'll be like, "Oh shit, it's the final."
You want this? You want this? You gotta vote. Everyone gets a trophy. So yeah, predictions. Now we're 10 minutes late.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Ooh. Very
So
good.
we shall start with, well, do we call it Thursday night football?
Yes.
Do we call it that? I know it is, but
Yeah.
it's a quarter past one.
Technically,
Friday,
yes.
I will be watching it as I'm off, so it's still a
Oh.
Thursday to me.
Yep. Follow the GreenZone Instagram for live updates of the Eagles Vikings.
No.
I think it's going to
Yeah,
be a
watch
banger of a
along
game, to
with
be honest with
Dave.
Sleep deprivation. Yeah.
you. Right.
You gonna click through the articles again?
I just had to do my predictions. Going to read stuff. Yeah, let's see. What have we got? This better be something handy. Fuck it, no. Right,
What's the racing post got to do with American football?
it's the over under.
Imagine saying you have that job. I write articles for American football for the Racing Post. What a niche job that is.
Racing Post is just a gambling thing.
I thought it was just horses. I mean, it's called the Racing Post. Post about racing.
It's just sports tip. It's got fucking cricket.
Fair play.
Can we
Grandad
pick
sport.
our teams?
Chrissy,
No!
we were having a really in-depth. Like, we need to stretch this shit out to like an hour, can't we? And we're
Oh,
going
we
to
can
do
get
it.
that.
We're going
We
to
just
do
get our own opinions. Get our own opinions about the game, and we'll.
I do need like some fun buttons. I didn't get a chance to do them this week. Right. So, Chrissy, have you got your pen and paper at the ready?
Yes, I do.
I thought you were going to ask her on her opinion on the game.
No.
Like, that's so disrespectful. Are you ready to
Prepared.
make our predictions?
I have each week up to week 17 because week 18 hasn't been released yet. I have all the fixtures written down and I just need to put our predictions by them each week.
Awesome.
That is so.
Could you tell I
fucking
didn't want to do
organized.
any work today?
Yeah.
This is
you-
exactly why we're the #1 podcast in Ireland.
Oh, well, we're now the number one, Arva. I actually think we're Ireland's favorite
Fastest
for
growing?
sure. Fastest
Yeah,
growing,
Ireland.
Are we the
favorite,
fastest
that
growing?
means
Yeah.
we're number-
Ireland's favorite, fastest growing
Yeah.
#1 podcast.
They wouldn't have got this far in the podcast. They wouldn't listen to this.
No, none of them listen to this.
they
I assure
stopped.
you. I assure you. Yeah, Jimmy, if you are listening, sorry for having beef with you on the Dazen post on Facebook.
What?
Oh,
did you do?
yeah. Listen, right.
On your
So-
own page or is GreenZone?
No, sure. GreenZone doesn't have a Facebook page. Do we? Do we have a Facebook page?
No. Our Facebook page is your Facebook page.
Yes.
The 3 presenters. Right, so
Yeah, so a certain host of a different podcast, that isn't the one we used to be on, was not giving off stink. He was expressing his concern with is it DAZN? DAZN? DAZN?
DAZN.
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 Well,
It's not
the
the
new,
zone, is it?
yeah, I
It
think
is.
I've heard of it as
Yeah.
DAZN.
It's DAZN.
Fuck
but
off.
It's DAZN in the.
It's fucking Game Pass.
It's
That's what it
fucking
is.
Dazen.
It's fucking Game Pass.
Daz. It's Daz washing powder with an N at the end of it. It's Dazen.
It's Game Pass. It's just Game Pass. I don't
It's
care.
Game-
It's fucking Game Pass. Right. And he was expressing his concern over, the way he's a massive Steelers fan. Massive Steelers fan. Does a podcast about them. And he was basically saying, like, Oh yeah, it's great watching all these games, except the ones I want to watch because you have them blacked out. And I had a few drinks at that point, and I was like, right, if you've ever had Game Pass and you're in the UK or Ireland, if Sky shows a game, it's not in fucking Game Pass. It's been like that since the dawn of fucking time. And I was just a bit drunk, a bit tired, a bit grumpy that the Steelers got hammered, and there was people being like, "Oh yeah, it's so disappointing." It's like it's actually not. It's actually not. It's just the way it fucking is. All right.
Yeah, but it's on Sky. Like, it's not like it's unavailable. And yes, I know Sky costs money, but so does fucking DAZN.
And £50 a year.
And another thing, NFL Red Zone is on Sky's free channel. And I don't understand why no one's mentioning that.
Yeah,
like,
Red
if
Zone
you
is
have
free.
the basic Sky package, you can watch Red Zone.
Yeah, it's on Sports Mix, isn't it?
Yeah, Sky Sports Mix, which
Sky Channel 416.
Yeah,
I pay for DAZN, the Zone, whatever it is, to watch Red Zone.
Yeah, but if you have a Skybox, there you go, work away. But I don't know. I saw a lot of people.
Moneybags McLaughlin's money saving tip. If you have a wee old Skybox there, I'm gonna walk up that TV.
My money saving tip was get my brother to get Sky and then use his Sky Go.
Outstanding.
So, and then use my PlayStation to put it on the TV. But like, if you do the math, a Sky subscription like Now TV or whatever would probably be cheaper than DAZN. I think it's only like
I think we could get
it's like
sponsored by Sky Sports now.
It's like £18 a month. I think Now TV, because I had to get it one time because Sky Go wasn't working, but it wasn't that dear. Like DAZN's what, 150 quid?
Well, 150 for the year. Now, in fairness, I do like being able to rewatch games. And I have to say, I know a lot of people are shitting on the new Game Pass. I actually found it to be less buggy than the old Game Pass. If I'm honest with you, well, it could just be me. I watch on. Yeah, I actually found the picture quality, it loaded a lot better. You know the way you had to do that thing with Game Pass if you're on a Fire Stick that you'd have to like rewind 5 seconds for it to turn in the HD because that's a fucking thing.
Is that a totally legit Fire Stick as well? Eh?
Yeah. It's just the DAZN app. But yeah, like it used to be when I used to have the Game Pass app. When I went back, it would just be standard definition and be all grainy and shit, and then you'd have to like go back 5 seconds, and that was the official fix. Like when you went on, why is my Game Pass all shitty? It's like I just rewind 5 seconds.
It's a guy with a wooden box just going dunk dunk, just rewind it.
Yeah, but yeah, no, DAZN, I found it quite nice, quite quick. One thing I didn't like, and I'm going to call this out, and it's just me. It didn't ruin my viewing of Red Zone in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't start the Red Zone stream until 6 on the button. So it doesn't. So have you ever watched like the 10 minutes leading up to Red Zone on Red Zone's official stream? It's like it's just an NFL logo, but it's got all this old like Americana fucking music. And I'm always every time on a Sunday, I'm cooking wings in like the 10-15 minutes leading up to Red Zone starting. And it's always nice to have that music in the background, and then bang, Red Zone comes on, Irish in, volume up, listen to Scott, do his fucking intro, football's back. And I didn't get that. I had to like wait until 6 and hit the OK, and it was kind of very anticlimactic. I had to do a lot of work to get my climactic.
Yeah, I hate it when it comes on and then it's Scott Hansen going, why don't you have a seat over there? I'm Chris Hansen.
This isn't Red Zone.
I mean, the guy in the chair is wearing a Buccaneers top.
He's not bucking anything.
Not today, sunshine.
Not today.
Get pizza for yourself.
Yeah. The police are coming.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Nobody watches this.
This is just us.
This is just It's us and Dara.
No, he's not even watching. He's in Lanzarote. He don't give a shit.
No, other Dara.
Other Dara. Yeah, but Dara loves this humor. You know,
he does. He does. This is right up his alley. He's like our biggest advocate.
This is for you, Dara.
This is just for you. So we go do predictions now.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Chrissie's just like, oh, well,
Chrissie's just holding the pen, like sweating and checking, like,
So
I have to make the thing after this, and it just takes time.
it's
Eagles
29.
against Kirk and the boys. Vikings, rough start to the season, losing out to the Bucks. The Eagles with a fairly, it's not a big, it was still a one-score game, but still a very convincing win over the Patriots. Who you got, Chrissy, and why?
Eagles, just I think they've got the week one jitters out of the way. They'll actually have, here's what worked last week, here's what didn't. Let's make the changes for this next game. So they'll
Eagles
have
are
had
the
more
favorite.
of an idea. Yeah, they'll have more of an idea this week of what they need to do to make sure it's not a close game. So I'm going Eagles.
Okay, and Dave, what about you, bud?
Yeah, like two teams that probably underperformed. I know the Eagles still won, but I think Mac Jones ended the game with like 350 passing yards, which in Mac Jones' career is a pretty rare feat, especially against one of the better defenses in the NFC.
Yeah, 316.
316. I thought it was
Yep.
more than that before, but anyway,
No.
still 316 is a big total against a really good defense that the Eagles have. But I think it was more the Eagles went up by like 3 touchdowns really early in, and then was like, Mac Jones isn't going to throw 316 yards. We can ease up. He'll throw 160, and we'll just coast in the next week. The Vikings getting beat by the Bucks is probably a worse defeat. Of course, it's a worse defeat. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But the Buccaneers are quarterbacked by Baker Mayfield. It's not the best Bucks outfit. I know they have star players there, but the Vikings realistically should be beating them with the quality that they have.
Yeah.
So I think the Eagles at home, they should sweep aside Vikings. So I'm going Eagles.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
You're going to be weird.
No, I'm not going to be weird.
8 wins.
I'm not going to be. Yeah.
The expert.
Fucking the Vikings were on point. Like, yes, I would say the Eagles had, they did have the better game last week. They won. But not a lot of that was in the air. So it wasn't not like let me double check this. I want to just make sure I'm not completely talking shit.
I think 2 of their touchdowns were passing touchdowns, were they not? Oh no, one was a return.
Yeah, so Jalen Hurts 170 yards for the game, which incredibly short. Like 13 of their points came from the boot. So it did. And I think if they're gonna go down that road a bit more run heavy, the Vikings defense is just gonna it's gonna eat them up. It's gonna stop them. They need to go in the air if they're going to be in any way, shape, or form good against the Vikings. I just think Kirk and the boys, they're going to take that rough, beaten by the Bucks, and just go. Kirk and the boys. On my bloody prediction things, I don't want a Vikings logo. I want Kirk Cousins.
Chrissy.
No. No.
Here. It's the only one you need to like. I'm the one that's doing it differently.
This is my veto. My special request.
This is my veto.
Chris, your analysis from last year, I'm fine with that. You've made sense there. That was a good insight. I don't think it'll happen.
That was
I don't think it'll happen. But it's a
good
insight. And you backed up the argument sensibly. But that's a year's worth of podcasts leading to that. I appreciate that.
It is.
You near turned me into me possibly going for Vikings, not We
Don't
respect.
don't say
all
it.
that.
Don't say it. Just
I said we respect all that. People can take
we-
from that what they
yeah,
will.
do it, but let's
Everybody's great. I love everybody. There's
Yeah.
good people and bad people. That's it. That's all I go by.
pedophile jokes I'm okay with. Homophobic and draw the line.
No one likes pedophiles. It's pretty
Yeah,
safe to
that-
make
that
fun
is
of pedophiles.
How do we keep talking about this?
Because Dave decided to bring up the story.
It's the Hanson. I don't even know how. Like, I kind of forgot that's the show he did until, but I've always thought that comparison. It just turns out he caught predators, just like I did in April 2008.
Yeah, so when we do merch, it'll be like never forget April 2008. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Game 2, first of the 6 o'clock games. I don't care that it's a 10 o'clock game, it's a 6 o'clock game, all right? Joe and the boys versus the Ravens. AFC North at its finest. Probably the 2 top teams in the AFC North at the moment. I know I would love to say it's the Steelers, but the Bengals and the Ravens are where it's at. Where do you think this is going to go, Chrissie?
I really don't know, to be honest.
Yeah.
You look at the Ravens. Again, they were a team where it was a lot of run game. Like all of their touchdowns were Russian touchdowns.
However, Chrissie, J.K. Dobbins is out for the year, so they're top
I
running
know,
back.
but I know, but I'm more thinking of
Achilles as well.
Yep.
No, it's you're taking the fact that the Ravens won, and is it the Bengals are going to be stuck on last week, or is it going to be a complete 180 and they're going to have their shit sorted in a week? And that's the big thing, because it was just such a bad performance from the Bengals last week. Whereas
They had the
it's
audacity.
so
to
out of
fucking-
character.
They took Joe off the field,
Yeah.
like in the third quarter.
I didn't even see that actually.
This is
Yeah,
This is
they
the
sent on the
dilemma.
fucking Saturday squad. They were like, "Nah, this is done. It's not working today. Throw the white flag in. Send the backups in. Take our key players off. Just let's protect them."
Right. I will go for the Bengals. I think they'll have been absolutely chewed out. And it's going to be not only do I think it's going to be a different team than what we saw last week, it needs to be. And I think they'll have been screamed at enough to get their heads out of their asses and to focus. At least I hope. So go in Bengals.
Dave, would you sing the same sentiment?
Oh, did you hear me singing the Bengals, even though it was the Bengals? Or did you just say sing that same sentiment randomly?
Just randomly, completely.
Because I started singing the Bengals, forgetting that they're the Bengals and not the Bengals, because Chrissie said I'm going for the Bengals. So I went, turn around.
Every now and then.
No.
No, that's Total Eclipse of the Heart. That's...
It's a good thing we're not a fucking music podcast.
I'm sorry, but you say, hang on. I'm going to put this in a fucking poll. If someone goes, turn around, everyone's going to be like, every now and then, they get a little bit
Solar
closer.
Eclipse of the Heart. No.
Total Eclipse of the Heart is turn around. Whereas the Bengals is turn around. There's a difference.
It's the fucking octave.
My musical fans, hit me up. Anyway, can you click that link again and show me the players that are right? Because it's feeding into my prediction. Thank you. So look at the Ravens injury report. Marcus Williams, top safety. Mark Andrews, one of the best tight ends. Ronnie Steely is an older O-tackle. The fuck? An older offensive lineman, I think is what I was going for, but he's still quite good. Marlon Humphrey, one of the best cornerbacks. Tyler Linderbaum, one of the best centers. J.K. Dobbins, starting running back. That is a lot of capital. That is not available. The Bengals, I think Lyle Collins is now gone. I think they've cut him because he done his ACL, his TCL, whatever CL. He's
NBC, ABC. NFL.
He's basically fucked. Like his knee is done in. Like I was saying before, the Bengals are notorious under Joe Burrow to have a really bad first game for whatever reason. Why can I not speak? Joe Burrow didn't have a preseason, so that was literally his first time out last week. And the Ravens didn't look great against the Texans team until sort of fourth quarter time, where they got, I think, a touchdown and a couple of field goals or something, and the game went away from the Texans. But the Texans are still terrible. They've just got what's his face, Stroud, who did look okay.
Mm-hmm.
But realistically, Ravens should be blowing them away with no problems. But it went all the way to the fourth quarter. I think the Bengals, like Chrissy said, will get sorted out. And I think first game back into whatever they call their Safari Park. What is it called again? It's like Jim Brown Stadium, but it's got a pile of, because it's Safari shit. They've got a pile of like forest shit around the stands. I'm going Bengals. Turn around.
Every now and then.
It's not. There's a difference. The turnaround from Total Eclipse of the Heart is a wee bit more depressing.
Chris, make your pick.
It doesn't have
Chris,
the tone deaf.
make your pick.
Not tone deaf. You heard me sing Limp Bizkit.
This is what happens when Chrissy's here. We get shit.
This is quality shit. This is a clip. That's a clip, and then a poll. The interactions on that. No one's going to give a shit.
No one's going to give a shit at all.
They're not going to give a shit.
So, what I would have said, normally I would have went for the Bengals. So I would have, like, even probably up until, like, until I saw the stats from the Browns Bengals game. I probably would have been all in the Bengals for this game. Get the week one jitters out of the way, and away you go. But it would seem by my eyes that are reading the things, that the Bengals are struggling with coverage in the air. So they are. I know I've said that twice in a row now.
You should have that written in your hand.
Coverage the air. It's like I just realized again.
Chris's phrase of the week.
Coverage in the air. Chris read a thing. Yeah, and the Ravens have discovered an absolute star in Zay Flowers. Absolutely phenomenal. And OBJ has promised us that this was just a hiccup. This is the beginning. He's going to go firing all cylinders. Those two, Lamar Jackson, I'm struggling to see how any defense, let alone the Bengals, will keep up with that. So I'm going to go for the Ravens.
Really did. Fair enough. But the Texans nearly did.
But they didn't.
But they nearly did. And they're like the worst team in the NFL. They kept them fairly quiet for 4 quarters. How many points did OBJ get?
No, they didn't. It was 25-9.
I know, but it was like 9-16 until like near the end. There's only a score in it. I think Justin Tucker had to kick a couple.
I was talking about the wrong fucking person. I didn't mean to talk about Zay Flowers. I meant to talk about Justice Hill, and he's on the ground.
He's only getting touches because your mom was injured, and they were like 2 yards out.
Listen, just clip that out, just edit that out, and it's like, oh, I think the Ravens will win.
Zay Flowers is a good player, though.
Zay Flowers,
he is a good player. You let yourself down on this one, Chris.
I did let myself down on that one. I'm terribly sorry. Lions and Seahawks. Lions with the haha fuck you win against the Chiefs, and the Seahawks will convince someone as well. No, actually, no, they got fucking beat, didn't they?
Yeah, they got hammered
Yeah,
like
they did.
30-13.
I was just so used to being like, oh, Big Gino's like doing the business, but yeah, they got absolutely hammered. Chrissy, tell me
Did
why
you
you're going
see-
for the
did you see
Detroit
the
Lions.
clip? No. I just thought they were really good last week. There isn't anything other than that. They were all clearly working together. The plans were working well. The calls were right. They beat the Chiefs. That kind of thing. Week 1, I'm going Lions. Just I think they've started well and they'll continue that at least this week.
Yeah. So, obviously the Lions beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead. Like, what the fuck? That I don't think someone in Ireland predicted it. I can't remember who it was, but someone predicted the Lions. I can't remember who. But under Stone Cold Steve Austin, they just seem to have this organization. Like, I would say up until maybe last year, everyone, if you asked Jared Goff, was he a bust or not, they would say he's a bust. Yes, maybe for the Rams, he might have been able to do more. But as a quarterback, as his own player, he is shown to be a very, very good quarterback.
I was saying this all last season, that the Lions know how to score points. It's just defensively they're shocking.
Yeah, but they seem to have tightened that a wee bit. Although there was a little reason for that, but I'm not going to mention it until the Chiefs come up. But Seattle getting beat by the Rams was very surprising because I don't think anyone gave the Rams a prayer. But Matt Stafford looked unreal. He looked so much better than what he did last year. And Aaron Donald's playing like a player who, as he says himself, is going back to like his rookie year. He's like, I need to go out and make my name again because he was non-existent last year. But yeah, I'm going Lions for that one.
Yeah, so I'm just checking something here. Was there something about Stafford says that it was his all-time highest fucking yardage for a game?
Oh, really?
I can't see anything that says it is. I can't remember where I heard it, so I'm going to say yeah.
It's GreenZone certified.
Yeah, it's where is it?
A leggedy.
No. There we go.
A
leggedy.
If I say it long enough, it'll be true.
Yeah, he got 334, so I doubt that's his most.
Yeah, it seems a bit low to be his most, which I had to check it out. Actually, Matthew Stafford most passing yards in a game. No, it is not. It's 520 is the most yards of the game. I was just completely talking shit.
I'm pretty sure he did get a 500 one once or twice.
Yeah, no. I'm thinking about something completely different. Anyway, it's hard to look past the Lions here. I think they have really sorted out themselves defensively, both in the air and on the ground. Yes, they had a bit of an easier time of it last week because the Chiefs were without a few weapons, which I'll let Dave talk about when the Chiefs come up.
It's not what I was going to talk about.
Oh, it's not. No. But no, Stone Cold and the boys gonna lay a smack down. Stone Cold Steve Stunner, whatever the fuck it was.
And that's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line because the Detroit Lions said so.
That's Dan Campbell said so.
Yeah. Lock
Campbell
it up.
316.
Oh, I'm the one.
Is this your lock of the week? Are you bringing that back? Or is it still big score fuckathon?
They were two different things.
Yeah, lock of the week, I think. Was lock not... Well, lock's like your certain winner.
Yeah, no, lock was the unexpected winner. The Vikings were always my lock because like they're not gonna win. It's like I'll fucking lock them up.
Oh, fair enough. I thought the lock was like this is your guarantee. This is your guaranteed winner. No?
It could be. It could be. Speaking of game of the week.
Oh Jesus.
Oh no.
Just looks bad. Just
So,
looks poor.
the
Literally, that is the definition of like this game is.
It is just booty cheeks, booty cheeks all around. Texans beaten last week by the Ravens. Colts fell to Trevor Lawrence and the Jags. Chrissy, paint drying or grass growing? Which one are you going to pick?
I don't know which is which.
I do have a pick. There is one that was.
I'm gonna go
surprising.
Colts. I'm gonna go Colts. Just flip of the coin, Colts. I don't care enough about either team to care.
Also, can I just point out the complete oxymoron that is Colts release depth chart?
Unofficial depth chart.
Yeah.
I hear this word all the time and I forget what it means. What the fuck does oxymoron mean again?
It's the fact that actually, you know what, Dave? Dictionary corner. Here we fucking go. Oxymoron.
Urban Dictionary.
Share this tab instead. David, an oxymoron is a figure of speech which apparently contradictory terms appear in conjunction.
Faith unfaithful kept him falsely true. That phrase has been used a couple of times.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. In the world.
Sounds like an old person thing to say. Anyway. Do you want to see what the odds are on this one, big man?
I'm going to say the Colts are probably favorites. But yeah, I'm going Colts because they actually ran Jags a good game and the Jags weren't bad. Like Trevor Lawrence was doing some miraculous things. But the Colts stayed with them for most of the game. Anthony Richardson looked better than I thought he was going to be. But it is the battle of two top 5 QB picks, Stroud and Richardson.
Yep.
But Richardson has a bit more around him than Stroud. So I'm going Colts as well.
Yeah, it's who gives a fuck, really? You know.
It's the who gives a fuck game of the week.
Yeah, it's the one to miss. Yeah, like I'm trying to find something interesting to say about either of these teams that hasn't been said already.
Look at your palm.
Air coverage. Yeah, no, it's going to be the Colts just because it's not going to be the Texans. Is that fair to say?
But like in fairness, like I said before, the Texans gave the Ravens a better game than many expected.
They did.
Well, like that game is close, even though we're all going Colts. Like the Texans could do something. I don't think they will, but they could.
Apparently, the Colts are a 1-point favorite. Should we watch the 4-minute game preview? Really stretch this episode out?
No.
Right,
We've still got like 12 games.
Oh, what's going on here?
How have we made this episode so fucking long?
Let's go on tangents. Right, we'll go quick fire. Bucks, Bears, go.
Bucks.
Chrissy, we always start with you.
Bucks.
Dave?
Bears or booty cheeks, Bucks.
Yeah. Getting spanked nearly 2 points to 1 against the Packers, and the Bucks getting a win out against the Vikings. It's going to be the Bucks. Jags and Chiefs. This is going to be a really fucking interesting game.
Yeah, I was going to say that quick fire lasted one game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Jags. I'm gonna Jay Sykes because you had your fella that could not catch anything last week.
Tony.
Yes,
Yeah,
he was useless.
I love
Useless.
the reports coming out being like, normally he can catch. It's like, fucking no.
What? From a wide receiver?
And is Kelsey still out?
He's practicing.
Is he going to be out this week?
Don't know. Apparently there was
he's
fears he could have
practicing.
been out for the year, but I think he should be fit.
Fucking shut up. Sorry, I'm reading while I'm talking. Yeah, Kelsey is practicing, so maybe he'll be back. He was limited? Broke through a knee injury.
Mhm.
Nah, he's not fucking back. He's not.
No.
And no, my lock of the week: Travis Kelsey won't play.
So yes, my little tidbit on the Chiefs wasn't the fact that they were missing Travis Kelsey, and who else were they missing? There's someone else as well. Chris Jones on the defense they were missing too,
Chris
but
Jones
he
was
should be
not
back.
out, yeah.
Yeah. It was their O-line. Their right tackle, I think it's Jawan Taylor or something, was given away whether it was going to be a pass or a throw in every play.
Yeah, I sent that.
pretty much every
Yeah, I
play.
sent that in.
Was it you that
Yeah,
sent that?
it was his.
Or
I sent that into the group chat. It was his
Yes,
leg was twitching.
was you.
If it was a pass, and if it was a run,
Yeah.
he wasn't moving.
Like it was really clear as well, and plus their
Mhm.
tackles were really far back for some reason.
Yeah.
So they were given like clear tells, which for a Super Bowl winning O-line, like you wouldn't find that at the Antrim Jets last year, so you wouldn't have. You probably would have because we're in a straight fucking line. Someone probably was like a step back or whatever.
Like, you didn't need to look at the O-line. You just would look to the left, look to the right, realize there's no wide receivers. Run.
But yeah, like he just seemed jittery. I can't remember. I don't think he's like a rookie or anything. Like I think he's a fairly
It was
experienced
almost like
player, but he just looked.
It was almost like he was twitching to give himself that first burst against, because I think he was against Hutchinson for a lot of the night, and I think he was thinking, I need to get off here first so I can be ready for him.
Yeah, and it's his first season with the Chiefs, but he was with the Jags before, so he was maybe just trying to make an impression and just completely because the Chiefs have a really like the Chiefs have a really complicated playbook, and like he's probably went from a very simplified offense because Trevor Lawrence is still quite young quarterback, to a Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid playbook that is the most insane thing on a page. And he's probably just like, don't mess up, jittering, I'm jittering, and then
get the jump.
So yeah, I think to go on a tangent, but I did warn about the tangent.
Yeah.
I think that's what messed up the Chiefs. That'll not mess them up this week. Chiefs are going to win because they have to win.
Yeah, it is. I know it's not a make or break, but it almost feels like if the Chiefs want to kind of just settle the ship, steer the ship, settle the ship.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Why would you stir a ship?
I don't fucking know. I'm not a boat.
Just grab it by the seal.
Yeah. Steady the ship. That's what it is. Steady the ship.
You said that already?
No, I said steer the ship.
No, you did say
steady, or was it steer?
Steady the ship. Yeah. I really, really want the Jags to win this. I think the Jags are going to be my guilty pleasure of 23. I Like the Vikings kind of got it for a while last season. I kind of want the Jags to be like a little special team. So yeah, I'm gonna go Jags. I'm going for back-to-back upsets up for the Chiefs.
Is it because Trevor Lawrence is the mascot of the Belfast Giants?
Yes, it is because Trevor Lawrence is the Belfast Giants. Confirmed on the show. But yeah, I just think like they're able to score. That offense is really starting to click. I know it's probably not going to be enough, but fuck, wouldn't it be great if it was.
Oh yeah, that's a storyline and a half. Like,
Yeah.
I'm with you. I would pick Jags, but I just think the Chiefs have to.
Oh yeah, it's a must win for them.
Two.
It's a must win for them.
Yeah, whereas the Jags feel good because they've got to win. So.
Yeah. Falcons, Dons le Packer.
Packers all the way.
I'm actually not sure because I was kind of surprised the Packers beat the Bears by as much as they did, even though the Bears are booty cheeks. Jordan Love showed glimmers that there's a good QB there. I named my man Bijan to ball out again. Oh, what out! Did you see that cut on his touchdown? Holy shit! It was like he was playing a video game with a joystick. The way he fucking stopped and jittered. Oh, makes Sean McVay proud. Desmond Ridder though was not great at quarterback. I think when Bijan scored that touchdown, he was on minus 11 yards passing. How the fuck do you do minus 11 passing? I think, yeah, Green Bay experience-wise, just edge this.
Yeah, it's kind of, if you look at sort of the main weapons, Desmond Ridder, British chicks, awful, terrible. But he has Tyler Algier to help him out, who was just fantastic. Jordan Love, better QB, and then your man Jones, where the fuck you call him?
Aaron Jones, yeah.
What's the weather going to be like? That's how far. That's how far I'm going here. Packers. I'm like,
wait, what? Like, if the weather was bad, were you going Falcons?
Yeah.
Green Bay playing Wisconsin.
If it's wet, I think the Falcons are better on the ground.
We play in snow.
Oh. Yeah, Aaron Jones is like one of the best running backs in the league. Anyway.
Nah.
What's the weather like? Never is. It starts to rain the close.
you know what this is like, last season when we did these, like, I was completely just like spitballing, absolutely no fucking clue. And like this year, I'm like, right, give this a bit of respect, and I'll do a bit of research, and I'll figure out, a couple of things to say about each game. And then I'm working flat out, and I have a child, so I don't have time to fully research it. So it's like half listening to a podcast and flicking through the odd article. So I have like 10% of the knowledge I need to, but I 100% of the confidence to convey what I'm trying to say.
That's getting clipped though. That's fucking hilarious. Because like you could have asked that about plenty of other games, but you didn't. You had to ask it for one of the stadiums. It's unbelievable. Unreal.
So Packers all the way through. Clip that. Bills Raiders. Bills coming off a defeat to one-wing Jets, and the Raiders fucking balling out with their 1-point win. It's supposed to be quick fire, right, Chrissie?
I'm gonna go Raiders.
Oh. Pourquoi?
I just think you're a fella. Why can I not remember names tonight?
Garoppolo?
No, fucking Bills
Adams?
quarterback.
Oh, Allen?
How can I not? Yes. Sorry, I couldn't remember his name. He had a nightmare.
He did.
How many interceptions did he have?
Right.
And like that confidence isn't gonna, like, he has no confidence from that match. So I think
Sorry. It's something hilarious I saw. Who's the Jets player? Who's the Jets number 3?
Sauce Gardner?
Is it Gardner? Yeah.
I think so. Am I right?
Yeah. So there was this thing, a meme that was up, which was Josh Allen throws his 3rd interception to Jets number 3 in respect for DeMar Hamlin.
Oh no!
Outstanding.
that is fantastic.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, sorry, Chrissie,
Yeah,
carry on. Yeah.
No, going Raiders, because I just think Josh Allen had a nightmare, and that's going to be in the back of his head when he's playing. And I think it's not going to go well.
No.
My point of view is Allen doesn't give a fuck about how many interceptions he throws, because there's a stat they put up that why am I forgetting his first name? Chrissie, what have you given me?
Josh.
Sorry.
Josh. What the fuck? I was like, Tim Allen? Is Tim Allen the guy from Home Improvement?
Yeah.
Fucking Toy Story, Woody? The voice actor of Woody? Tim Allen. Josh Allen, right? So in the first 5 years of his NFL career, he's thrown the most touchdown passes. It was like 157 or something. But he's also thrown the most interceptions, which was like 80. And they were talking about it in the game with the Jets, where if Josh Allen is 3rd down and somewhat long, he's just going to throw that down like a punt. Why not? You're going to punt it anyway. Take a deep shot. If it gets intercepted, hi-ho, whatever. Which, yes, is careless in a way. But if it comes off every now and again, then you've just got a touchdown out of nowhere. The Raiders, I picked up Jacoby Myers in our fantasy, and the guy got nearly 30 points out of nowhere. I did not expect that at all. Devontae Adams, I think, had a fairly quiet game. But then Myers got concussed at the end, so I don't know if he's even going to play this week or not, which is breaking my heart because he's become a diamond in the rough for my fantasy team. But obviously, I hope his health is okay. That's what matters most. But overall, Bills should win this. The Raiders don't have enough on defense. I think they have Crosby and not an awful lot else. So I think the Bills will pick that apart.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I know everyone's kind of getting uppity that the Jets beat the Bills without their star QB. But the Jets have this weird effect over the Bills. They're like a bogey team for them. So they are. And as you say, Josh Allen don't give no fucks. And the Raiders just squeaked a win against the 94 Denver Broncos. So yeah, Buffalo Bills all day. I keep forgetting that I'm in control of the mouse. I'm looking at the screen being like, you going to change that? Right. Another enthralling game. Titans Chargers.
Are you saying that sarcastically?
Yes.
Yes. No, I don't know.
That's not boring. It's a good game.
Justin Herbert's a prick.
He's a prick? Why?
Yeah.
What did he do to you?
He's back to the fancy team last year.
You bastard.
Still
didn't finish last, though.
This one.
True.
Gonna go Chargers on this one.
Yeah, I agree. Chargers, Dolphins was a classic. Both teams showed that they're bloody quality, so Chargers.
Yeah, I was in Chargers as well. Again, that last week, that 36-34 Dolphins game was just fucking outstanding. And I was kind of like a little bit drained after that part of red zone. Just those matches coming to an end, and then this happened, and it was just completely electric. So yeah. Rams 49ers. Chrissy, tell me why Christian's going to win this for you.
Because the whole offense last week was just absolutely dynamite. And I have faith in them again. They beat the Rams. I'm pretty sure they beat the Rams twice last year as well. So, yeah. Go Niners.
Dave?
Yeah, for the Steelers' sake, I hope the 49ers hammer the Rams to show that it's not us that are bad. It's just that the 49ers
it's them that are good.
But the Rams, like I said before, no one gave them a hope or a prayer against the Seahawks. So they might pose a better test, but I don't think I don't know who's going to beat that 49er team.
No.
Present.
Best team in football at the moment. Best team in football. The only ones that would come close are probably only based on their week 1 performance would be the Dolphins.
The Jets, possibly, with their defense, could get a small score against them, but they just look so good. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
The fuck happened to the Giants? What happened to the G, man?
They were shite, and they have been shite. They just kind of somehow got wins last year.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is shit. I don't really understand why people thought he was good, to be honest.
Like, Saquon Barkley carried that team last season.
He's not... Did he play week 1?
He did.
He got his contract
12
sorted,
carries. 12 carries for 51 yards.
Ooh, less than 5 yards a carry.
That's another player.
It's actually 4.2.
That's another player that was super hyped up though. Barkley was another player super hyped up. Yeah, but every season he's gotten hurt to the point where he can't finish out the season.
I remember when Saquon was drafted, the big debate for the Giants was, because they had the second pick that year, do you go for a QB that could last you 10 plus years, or do you go for a running back that lasts you maybe 5? And they went for Saquon, and Saquon was good for his rookie year, maybe his second year, and then he got hurt, and that's been it. He's not really done anything else.
He got hurt. I'm pretty sure he got hurt early on in year 2 as well. So it wasn't even he had his rookie year, and then that's when all the injuries started because they were using him so much.
Yeah, like he was the offense. Like he was carrying them as a rookie as well.
Great for fantasy. Great for fantasy.
Well, for that year.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
it's in this one,
points per carry.
Right. This game, I'm flipping a coin.
No, I think there's still a clear winner in this one, but one has fallen off.
Giants. From the coin toss.
Good coin flip. It's a good coin flip. Yeah, so Giants got beat 40-0, which, yes, I may have picked Dallas, but I didn't expect them to score 40 on the Giants defense, which is still very, very good. Their offense is booty cheeks and has always been booty cheeks. Daniel Jones just knows how to get out of the pocket and throw 5-yard passes to somehow get first downs. Arizona, though, Josh Dobbs had a good game against Washington, but they still got beat by Washington. So Giants are going to beat them this week as well. So Giants.
Yeah.
Can we just have a bit of a shout out to Dak Prescott, who didn't throw an interception? It's probably the first time in his career that he hasn't led the league in interceptions.
He's a good quarterback. Right? He's an okay. He's an okay quarterback.
Now you've jinxed him.
The Jets would do with him. The Jets would take him.
Jets would take him. Are we talking Antrim or?
No, we're talking the New York Jets.
The New York Jets. Chrissie, how many times have I picked something different this week?
Why? 1, 2, 2.
Are you
Twice.
going Cardinals?
No, I'm not. I don't know. I'm just fucking giving Chrissie busy work here. Right, 3 for the Giants.
I'm gonna kill you so much.
Ooh.
You're gonna die.
Damn boys versus damn Jets. Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that he might not start this week.
Going to go out on an Achilles?
Oh,
I'm gonna go Jets. I just don't like. I don't like Dak Prescott. I can't get on the Dak hype train. I think he's just a shit player.
the Dak track.
The Dak track.
I like
How
it.
is this an hour and 45?
Go on Jets.
I know. Katie's just asked me.
This has
can she
been an
start?
hour of predictions, and we're not even finished.
We're almost finished. We're on the lake.
We're nearly there. We're at 9:25 on Sunday. We're nearly there.
We're
I'm going
25 past
Dallas.
9 on Wednesday here.
I'm going Dallas. I don't know if it was just adrenaline for the Jets last time out because Rodgers went out. They just worked off fumes. But I'm going Dallas. I think they're a more complete unit at the minute.
I think this is the coming of age story for Zach Wilson. So it is, he had that absolute nightmare of a season last year where he basically was like, "No, I had a good game. Everyone else is shit." So he's had a few slaps around the
Joe
cheeks.
Flacco.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Him, Brees Hall. Nah, the boys don't stand a chance here. It's going to be the Jets. Yeah. I'm not going to say BSF, but it's going to be the Jets.
No faith in the Cowboys after spanking the Giants 40-0, no.
There's another fucking thriller.
Jesus, so fucking Brian. You know what I mean? This was the Commanders
Commanders.
Cardinals last week.
Oh,
Commanders
yeah.
game for me.
Chrissie's
Everyone
done.
take it.
Chrissie's just like, no, fucking just next, go.
Yep.
So Brian.
So, bro.
It's Broncos. I think Broncos have improved a fair bit, so I'm going Broncos, sorry.
Purely for the giant stones of Sean Payton, I'm going to go Broncos as well. Right, Chrissy, tell me why the Dolphins are going to win.
It's going to be Tyreek Hill is the difference maker. That's just it. As long as he stays healthy, I can see them winning a decent bit this year.
Yep, I agree. And with the defense that the Dolphins have with Bradley Chubb that they added last year, I think it was like midway through last year. Plus, I just seen his name there, Smith-Schuster. Apparently, his knee could explode at any time, which is great to hear.
Just like Chrissy's.
It's fine.
I was like, are you just going to totally blank us?
I think Chrissy's done.
Yeah.
I'm
Everything,
going
including my
Dolphins.
bloody fucking Dolphins.
Yeah, it's a clean sweep in the Dolphins. Tua throwing 466 yards. Tyreek with 11 receptions for 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. And that's not even going down the likes of Jalen Waddle and all on the wings there. It is just unfair how many weapons Miami has at the moment. Like boys that even didn't get touched. Like, well, what was it? Mostert?
Raheem Mostert, yeah.
Yeah. who didn't get, I mean, he averaged 3.7 a carry, but still got his touchdown. Like, and they've so much depth. Depth.
Yeah.
It's definitely the Dolphins. Can't be anyone else. Chris, there's only 2 more games left.
Oh, I know. Don't worry. I'm looking up scores from last week.
Yeah. The
Saints.
Carolinas versus the Saints.
Saints. I just think Panthers are just done.
As a franchise.
That's it. Right. But if you look at maybe like what the last 4 seasons, rebuilding. Oh, we're rebuilding. Oh, we're rebuilding. When are you going to stop rebuilding and get better?
Are you trying to say that the Panthers are like grand designs when like the show ends and the house still isn't finished because it took too long, so they have to come back for like a follow-up episode?
10 years later, and it's the exact same.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford to fix it.
Reece Young's had 2 kids in the interim.
You heard it here first. The Panthers are like grand design.
Exactly.
The first time that comparison's ever been made.
They do have Miles Sanders, though. Miles Sanders is good.
He's okay.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's okay. I think he was kind of
He had a decent season last season.
He's okay.
Okay.
He's serviceable. I think Chubba Hubba. What about Chubba Hubba? Chubba Hubba. Oh, anyway.
Here, can we packing a Chubba Hubba there?
Well, yeah, that's that. No, I was going to make a joke there. It's going to be taken way out of context, even though it's not what I meant. So I'm not going to say it. So the Saints, I think the Panthers and the Falcons in that division are like neck and neck. I know Falcons just beat Panthers, but I think quality-wise, they're literally at the same level. The Saints, I just think, have a wee bit more. Now they have Derek Carr and Michael Thomas, who I kind of thought was someone that's just going to fall away into free agency. No one will pick him up. Had a very good opening game as well. So I think the Saints have a bit more than people thought, including myself, after that first game. I'm going Saints.
Yeah, I'll go Saints as well. Like, it's when you do have a team like the Panthers that are constantly saying, "Oh, we're rebuilding," but then you look at like their core receivers and their weapons, and you got Miles Sanders, who is good, but he's old. You've got fucking Adam Thielen. You know, Adam Thielen will get you 1 or 2 touchdowns a year, and that's about all he's good for. So he is,
it's their
26.
defense.
Before an NFL fucking player.
What do you mean for an NFL? He's 26. He's younger than me.
Why must you fucking fact check me every
for
he's not that old.
for a player that's not a quarterback?
No, but Chris,
was I at least right about Thielen? Thielen's 33. Thielen's the same age as me.
Thielen's old. But Chris,
shit.
have you ever seen that clip called Chris and Chrissie, where the guy is talking about the Scottish national team and he says, "Why isn't Antti Niemi picked?" And the host goes, "He's Finnish." And boy goes, "You know Finnish? You're only 26." He's like, "No, he's from Finland." Is he? That's you just there now.
Yeah. He's out as fuck. I'm just reading about Chubba Hubba here. Chubba Robert Shamar Hubbard.
That's a lovely name.
It is.
It really is. That is smooth. That's fuck. I like that. Did we all pick Saints? Or no? Chrissie went Panthers?
Yes,
no,
we did all pick
Saints.
Saints. We all picked Saints.
And at an hour and 54, ready for a half an hour conversation about the Steelers, Chrissie? I think you are.
Oh, I've got to go. Sorry, I think someone's calling me.
Oh, good.
Yes, it's this podcast. Stay on the line.
Browns.
Get
Browns.
fucked. Get fucked.
Browns.
Didn't realize you liked Deshaun Watson, Chrissy.
Oh, Chrissy. No, I'm not gonna finish that line.
I'm not
No,
going to go there.
I'm not.
Sorry. Yeah, I can't
Yep.
regret going.
Yeah,
even
yeah.
going there. Yeah,
Nice
cut
try
that
at a joke. Woo, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's not going for his team, so, you know.
My wife can't wait for me to wander in the house muttering that to myself now. Cheers, Dave.
I like that top article where it says the Steelers bounce back.
Yeah, it's like that Star Wars movie. Attack of the
The
Clones.
Empire Strikes Back. The Steelers bounce back. The Jedi bounce back. The Browns look like the best team in the NFL. You what?
Do the fuck? I'm not
It
reading
doesn't
that.
look that- well,
CBS, stop talking or not. 3 ways
I
Deshaun
think
Watson
both
can
going for
improve.
Steelers then, yeah.
I don't know yet. I'm trying to convince myself as to why the Steelers are going to win. The only thing I can think of is we play a conservative offense and the Bengals do not. So there might be a chance that the Steelers playing conservative do get a couple scores, but then you're having to stop the Browns offense, which seem to be really good. But I've just noticed the Steelers are starting off 2 seasons in a row, or 2 games in a row at home. That's kind of weird. Or is it the other way around? Is it the other way around?
No, it's not.
No,
No.
it's
NFL.com
Browns
said that it
Yeah, but
was...
because it's versus. It's not at the Browns.
No, it's Cleveland or at Pittsburgh.
yeah,
Pittsburgh,
Steelers open as
as per-
2.5 home underdogs to the Browns.
Yeah, that's what I just
Um,
said.
I'm backing you up. I'm agreeing with you.
Fuck, I don't know. I think if I was a neutral fan, I'd say it's good. It's the Browns all day long, but it's also the Browns. They're as unlucky a franchise as the Jets, so they very much could beat a Super Bowl contender, 30 whatever to 3, and then get beat by the Steelers. I'm going Steelers. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm going Steelers. Underdog win. Let's go.
Yeah. Do you know why I'm going to go Steelers?
Because Kenny fucking Pickett.
Because Kenny fucking can pick it. I think if we can get that drilled down, that Pickett to Pickens relationship, that's going to be massive, absolutely massive. And also, Tuesday, the 19th September at 1:15 will be my birthday. Therefore, the Steelers have to win. It's my
Can't lose
birthday.
now.
Can't lose my birthday.
Can't lose on Chris's birthday. Fuck that. That'd be rude.
Oh, we didn't do that segment we wanted to do about gifts. Chrissy, should we do that now?
Next week.
Gifts?
I will kill you all. I will kill you both.
gift?
I will beat you both to death.
The gift, remember they sent the article of different things, shameless things.
What?
And like 90% of them were for like Cowboys branded gifts.
Yes.
Oh, yes, we were going to do that last week, but something called SexyBowl came up that has invested the entire of Ireland.
Yeah.
From Cork to Causeway.
The Taoiseach himself has
And his
has
little
even
dog
voted.
too. It's just a little paw print on the...
The president. You're thinking Mickey D.
Oh, wait, no, the Taoiseach's... Yeah, Taoiseach is... what's his face?
Even I know the difference.
Leo Varadkar. I know the difference. I just forgot
Clearly not.
Miggledy Higgins. Higgins didn't wasn't Taoiseach.
Hang on, fucking. I think we're like job shared.
What?
Oh no, he is Taoiseach. Yeah, he was, then he wasn't, then he was again.
Who? Wait.
Because Leo Varadkar was. You know what? We're not doing an Irish politics fucking thing because we don't know enough. Because we don't live there and we're not invested enough. And the majority of the people that
What What do you mean? We don't live there?
The majority of
exactly?
people that
are you
watch
trying to
this
say?
show are from the south, and they'll just be like, "What the fuck are these northern son bitches
It
that talk
hasn't
about?"
got this far. This is 2 hours long. This is like a live stream episode.
I know. We should split this
Actually,
into.
it's going to be exactly 2
Sure,
hours if we
Chris.
end it in 5 seconds.
We should split it into 12 10-minute episodes.
Ah, for God's sake, Chris. Now it's longer than 2 hours. Never going to have to go on for another hour, fuck's sake.
Yeah. How has we even? Yeah, no, we're not getting into an Irish politics debate, for the love of Christ.
We'll be here for another 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Just like the only
That,
country.
and then every comment on the thing would be Fionn saying how orange I am.
I'm not touching
Not
that.
just
Because
Fionn,
clearly that's
the
the
entire.
that's the only thing he can say, apparently.
Oh, we've touched the nerve.
No, but it will be Owen and Dara and just everyone really. that would
Another
say that.
Dara, and another Dara, and another Dara.
Yeah. Dara with 1 R, Dara with 2.
If you have made it to this point, like,
That would help you.
Firefox, shoot us a message and just say, "I'm one of them."
Yeah. We secret message. Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got this far, just message, "I'm one of them," and we might add you to a special.
I'm him.
club.
I'm him.
No,
Or I'm
that
her.
was somebody else sent me that message. I'm him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
What a twat.
anybody that has
What a
got this
twat.
far, that'd be pretty cool.
Anyone who has 2 hours to waste on Wednesday evening, Firefox use. But
Maybe
yes,
it's a long commute.
it is. You could be driving to Limerick to deliver off a
Tomorrow
trophy.
morning.
Yeah,
Actually, wait.
I'm going to
Before we
Cavan
go
in the
off air.
morning. Cavan's a 2-hour drive.
Before we go off air, so Panthers Wolfhounds draw 103 with 15 minutes to go.
Oh,
Vikings Razorbacks. Vikings are up by 1, and then the others are still shite. The other Trojans and UCD have won those ones easily, but the other 2 are close.
Chrissie, what's your thoughts on the current standing of the SexyBowl polls?
What's your opinion of our current Taoiseach?
Seems pretty useless, to be honest.
Okay, so that's another week of GreenZone in the
Tactical exit.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Sticking with us, staying true. Thank you to everyone who's voted in the SexyBowl. And keep an eye on our socials this Friday, where we'll be crowning the champion of champions, the 2023 SexyBowl champion. But as always, I have been Chris. He has been Dave. She
He's
has
no
been
Taoiseach
Chrissie.
of mine.
We've been GreenZone. Goodbye, and we'll see you next week.